Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone! Hello. This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard to Starship Normal Prize for another episode of Distant Worlds 2. We are on episode 3, and we have just barely started this series. This is going to be a very interesting series because this is a really long game. I was just looking at this, and there's 1,005 systems. I know in the very beginning we started with a galaxy of 1,000, but it still just puts in perspective at just how many star systems are in this game and just how massive this game is. Because these first 3 episodes, we've only been exploring our own solar system. We haven't explored any other solar system in this game. So when we get to that point, it's going to be very interesting. So right now, we are researching deflectors. And for those of you that haven't really played this game, this is a very important research to start out, because this allows us to put basic shields on our ships and our stations. And what this does, it makes it to where it's to where enemy ships can't immediately board your ship, because your shields have to be down to a certain level before the enemy can launch boarding vessels to try to take over your ship or take over your stations. And yes, it'll actually simulate your troops on your ships and the enemy's troops on your ships fighting, and whichever team wins actually takes over the ship. It's a really cool mechanic in this game, and I really enjoy it. And planets are kind of the same thing, just on a much larger scale, and we'll definitely get more into that once we get to that point in the game. Anyways, Starship in Normal Prize. I believe I was sending him up here to make contact with with these people, even though we already had contact, but getting in contact with them gave us and made us have contact with a trader, and the trader is actually what gave us information on the other neutral faction guy in a different solar system. So really interesting how all that played out. And for diplomacy, we're going to try to implement these guys into our faction. We have a couple things to do first before we do that. One, we have to develop a colony ship in order to take them over and implement them peacefully into our galaxy or into our empire. But once we get them under our control and get them get their population grown up, we can start using them to take over ice planets once they get to a certain point. And right now, there's only 53 million people on this of these Fox people on this planet. So, or not Fox, Xenox people. I always think they're foxes because of their art design. I guess it's just their ears. It reminds me of like fox people. But yeah, so that's our diplomacy things that we're gonna be taking care of. Mainly for this episode, we're going to be continuing to explore our own little galaxy, our own little solar system. This might as well be a galaxy to us, since we just have very basic exploration stuff. So, the normal prize, your job is going to be going down here and surveying this volcano planet. Let's see what's on there. See what kind of resources are there and what we can get from our miners and our traders. And as we continue exploring new planets and finding new resources, we'll be able to trade those with our main planet and try to get our happiness levels up. In this game, happiness is basically a almost like a currency in a way. The higher your happiness is, the more you can tax your people, which means the more state money you have, which you can use for developing other planets, improving your research, and using it as a direct fund to construct your own ships and your own military ships. So having happiness at a really high level is very important. And what else do we have going on? Oh yeah, we have all these little mining ships mining resources off of this planet that we have. And I believe we were constructing a construction ships. Yeah, we were constructing a resource controller at Idue. So that'd be a mining, I believe. Let's see, where exactly is this location? Oh, that's all the way up here. They're going up here to build one on this ocean moon, which has a couple luxury resources we can bring back on our main planet. And then the other one is being constructed here at the gas giant to give us access to basic like economic resources like fuel and stuff to use for other building components. Anyways, let's actually get into the game. And what are you doing? Your subterfuge of Durag. Also, if you guys want to be named a certain ship in this game, just let me know, and I'll implement you guys, and I'll also be adding some names of friends and whatnot in this series as well as we get to certain points in the series. I think that would be really, really cool. You're continuing to finish up the exploration of the asteroids around our main system, and then you will probably... We can bring you down here to explore this system next. Nope, it didn't actually apply. I want you to go and explore the system. There you go. Go jump down there. No, wait, no. You go down here. On the Mars planet. There you go. The Slippery Dream is constructing our mining station here for our gas giant. I kind of want to rename you to Durag Gas Station. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Hee. Miners up and operational. Is the actual station all up and operational? It's still being constructed. Oh, it doesn't have its weapon systems and its sensor implemented, but it has its mining system implemented, so it's mining resources. That's pretty funny. Cool. We are now officially mining resources, which means these guys up here, once he reaches a certain threshold, will start moving up and gathering some fuel and bringing it down to our main station. Because we do currently have a fuel shortage. The Starship in normal prize is moving out. Mining station constructed. The construction of our first mining station allows us to gather large quantities of valuable resources for use in powering the economy of our homeworld and building more starships. Our freighters will soon begin traveling to this new mining station, returning as resources to our homeworld. These resources may even be sold to others in the galaxy, further boosting our fledgling empire. We should keep building more new mining stations, especially targeting key resources that both our shipbuilding and homeworld will require. Yep. Yay! And we have arrived at Durag 1. Let's see what that planet is all about. And the other exploration frigate has arrived at Durag 2. Let's see what we can find on that planet. You guys, none of you guys are moving yet. Unless there's one that's already been moving. But I don't think so. And you, Slippery Dream, I want you to come back to homeworld. And you are now being constructed as well. What do you guys have? Pearls and shells. So let's name you. Durag, pearls and shells. That way I know what kind of what this mining station is doing. Hee, the mining module has been completed. Cool. I love the construction mechanic in this game. It's so cool. And I love how it scales from small ships to big ships, because the bigger the ship is and the more modules it can hold, the longer it takes for the repair or for the construction to get done. When it comes to stations, ships, and cargo and all that stuff. You're surveying, your normal prize, you still surveying? Yeah, you got about 60 seconds because you're surveying a planet, but the other one I think is surveying a moon. Nope, it's surveying a planet too. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Leaving your construction yard. And none of you guys are actually moving, although a lot of ships are being constructed now. A lot of freighter ships. And Pearls and Shells is now constructed. I would like my construction ship, please. Oh yeah, you could fully automate as well. Boop. Dire ruse. I'd like you to get back to the home planet. There we go. This planet has been surveyed. We have a lot of Imros crystals on here. I believe that is just a normal mining material. It is a material that we need. We don't need any right now, but it is a material we're going to need in the future. Okay. Alrighty, normal prize. Time to go down here and survey this gas world. See what we have on this one. If we have more fuel, then we'll probably go ahead and build a mining station there. I find it interesting that none of the haulers are actually going out yet. Do we have any of those crystals? I don't think we do. No? We do not. Oh, where's our construction ship? You. I need you to make me a research station on this planet, please. That'll help our research speed go a little bit faster. And you are still exploring. What do we have? A Magos nut. Okay. That is an important resource. and carbonite, which I don't think we need yet. Let me see. I mean, we aren't using it, but we still have a good capacity so far. And what about the nut? The nut we need. Okay. So, you're building the cow stow. You get down here. Actually, I just have to queue this, and then it will do the thing automatically. And now you get over here and survey that one. See what's on this planet. Also, what's the condition of this one? 39%? Not too bad. We don't really have anything that can live on this planet. Our people are ocean world dwellers, so they don't really care for swamps. They're -11 on suitability. That will not work. Okay, and let's see how our diplomacy is doing with these guys now. Yeah, we got the +1 from giving them gifts, and we're still losing from the appreciation of our kind gifts. So it's time to start giving them a little bit more money. Negotiate a deal, take 10,000 credits. Yee! There we go. This reset back up to 5. And now we're gonna get another additional +1 over a year. And this will eventually stop stacking really high. It does have diminishing returns as you keep doing this, but eventually this will make it to where we can start negotiating other things with them. Because I don't think we can do. We need to get up to relations 8 before we can do the limited trade agreement. So it's possible we might have to do a research of their alien, of who they are, in order to get that going a little bit better. But I definitely want to get them over into my territory. Oh my god, we have lots of asteroids here. At least when it comes to basic construction resources, we don't have to worry about it because we have an asteroid belt at our planet and there's an asteroid belt here too. An asteroid belt around a gas giant with rings is a very, very interesting combination. How are we doing over here? Oh, you're still making your way. You haven't even started your survey. Okay. And how is the construction of the cow stow doing? Well, I think he's gathering resources for it. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, he's currently gathering the resources he needs. Cool. Yay, our transport freighters are coming up. Ooh. And here's the pristine chance. I think this is the oh, is this the trader? Cool. He's acting like a freighter for us. That's cool. That's why I couldn't find him in the diplomacy thing, because he's not actually a faction. He's just like a mercenary who like trades for money. That's cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. And we're we're still doing our exploring down here. Yep, we were about to finish. We got 6 seconds. Let's see what we have here. We just have Crichton. Or Crichton. So that we're putting a mining station on. Ooh, a rocky desert moon with rings. Oh, that is so cool. There's a little bit of water on the planet. The textures for the planets are really cool in this game. And how are we doing over here with the subterfuge? Get 80 seconds, so we have a while until you're done. And the cow stove is going to be constructed over here at Odex. All this is going on. How are we doing on our economy? Our population is growing at 3.8%. We're at 2.289 billion population. And let me see. I think there's a way to see this more in depth. I think it's this button. Nope, it's not that button. Where is the advanced stuff? Detail screen. There we are. Okay, so we are producing $40,695. I don't actually know what this symbol is. I'm just going to call it dollars because I'm an American and any currency I think of is always dollars. Currently, corruption loss is at net 9,500, so we're losing $9,500 or 23% of our income to corruption, which gives us a base revenue of 31,118. And after our taxes, which is 15%, gives us a gross tax revenue of 4,668. We minus the supply cost of the planet, which is currently 1,000. So we have $3,668 of income coming in from this planet. And the stuff that isn't taxes goes to the private sector. So as we do continue to increase our taxes to give it more to the empire instead of the private sector, we do have to keep in mind that that if it goes too high, it might starve out the private sector. So yeah, just have to be careful about that. We're at 50% development, 68% of the planetary quality. This is a 4,400, I believe this is a kilometer diameter size planet. I think that's what that represents, and 68% quality, which gives us a maximum population of 5.175 billion. We have approval rating of 7 and tax rate of 15%. So as development goes up, that'll make it to where I believe, let's see, as development and population rises, it'll increase the amount of population we have, because development is a direct result of your population. And eventually in the future, we'll learn about terraforming, which will allow us to increase the quality of the planet, which also increases the desirability and maximum population. It does both. So really doing a lot of terraforming on one of your best planets can really, really, really help grow this really high. But so far, doing good. And I believe, did we receive a shipment of the new stuff? We have not. So once we get the shipment of the new stuff, that will definitely help our development and help our happiness, which allows us to increase our taxes more. But right now we're at 50% development, 41% is because of the size of the population on the planet, 9% is from other items, which are bonuses or other luxury resources we have increased, and actually 0% is from resources, 9% are from like bonuses. So, which come from the colony development of the ancient Arcadian undersea city ruins, which is built on our planet because this is our home planet. I believe most of that stuff made sense that I just said. I hope it does. And we got 22 more seconds for the survey to get done. We're at 80% on our research. We have a little bit less than a year and we'll finally get energy deflectors done. And cool thing about research is it goes up based off of the population you have and the amount of research stations you have. 2, 1, 0. All right, what do we have here? We have a bunch of Tideros, which is one of the other elements for building stuff. which I don't think we need yet. At least I don't think we have. We do have a negative demand. Never mind. And it is only 22%. So the higher the abundance is, the faster you mine the resources. All resources in this game are unlimited. There's no limit to how long you can mine something, but the higher the abundance is, the faster you'll mine it. So is this worth putting a mining station on? I mean, right now we have 3,000 currently in storage, and we're only using 0.1 per second. And we do have a slight demand, but it's not really high enough to really matter. And then again, using mining stations, it doesn't affect my economy, it affects the private economy. How much are we currently using? At least I don't think it affects us. Oh, they pay us to use the fuel. I forgot that's a thing. Maybe mining stations are affected by me. The private colony income, ship maintenance, colony taxes, private fuel. Huh. Okay, let me see. Private. Nope, mining station. Yeah, the private sector pays for the mining stations. Do they also pay for the mining ships too? Okay. And let's see, we have 5 mining ships is less maintenance than 2 mining stations. And as we get better research for mining stations, that will be a little bit more prevalent. So because the value is so low, we're just gonna mine this with mining ships. If we start having problems where this is becoming an issue, then we'll start making mining stations instead. Alrighty. So you, Subterfuge, which I want to rename you, but I do kind of like that name. So we'll keep it the way it is. You come over here and check out the Silicon world. And I am still approaching. We have 110 seconds until we get this under our control. Okay, cool. Everything is looking good. We are getting ready to construct the first cow stow, which I'm excited for. We almost have our basic field jet deflectors, which we're probably going to put primarily. I mean, we could put on everything. There's no reason to just put one. Like when you get a research done, there's no reason just to put it on one item. Normally, when I research new weapons, armor, or shields, I put it on everything on the Empire, just so everything is balanced out. Slippery dream. Build the cow stow. I guess he's trying to find the perfect spot. And we have our little transport guys coming up here to grab the materials, which means pretty soon we'll start having luxuries on our main planet. Our salvage corvettes. Actually, I probably should rename those to the cryo trays. I feel like that would be a better name for the haulers. And that's the only type of hauler I can think of in the homeworld universe. Oh, disappeared. Alright, hey! Our development level has gone up. That is because of, I think we got a couple luxuries. Yes, we got some of the Oreo shells. We didn't get the other luxury. We only got the shells for now. Cool. That brought our happiness up to 8. Because I think those are just primarily development, if I remember. Yeah, 1% increased colony income and 6% colony development. Cool. Now, development, at least from what I know from the series I did by myself in between episode 1 and 2, this can go up to as high as it can go. Like, there's no limit to how high the development can go. Which means you can have one planet that will have an enormous amount of income. And it is awesome. And that's one of the things, too, I like about this game. There's no limit to how high things can go. Ooh, those hurricanes look really cool. And let me see. Hey, and now we're getting the pearls, which gives us 8% additional colony development. Cool. And as the colony develops, our revenue right here increases. So cool. And I think the corruption level also decreases as well. Nope, it increases. Never mind. So yeah, corruption goes up by large population size, high taxes, anything above 20%, recent pirate raids, low development level for population size, and unassimilated populations. Cool. But our happiness is going up, which means we can start increasing our taxes. So now we have an income of almost 7,000. Actually, it just broke 7,000. Never mind. Eventually, we'll have to research and build things on the planet to help keep corruption from getting a really high level. I don't think anything bad happens when corruption gets to extremely high levels. All it means is that there's just less money that's available for taxes, or for the private sector and taxes, because it's being lost due to corruption. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh. Oscilla and Necrostone. Okay. What are those used for? I don't think they're luxuries. But let's just double check. Aspra isn't really used yet. Necrostone is used. Okay. It's not used much. Okay. So I don't think building a mining station on this planet would be useful. It's 27% quality, it's not too bad. Our people hate it because it's a desert and we are like ocean people. So I would have to find the right species in order to take that one over. Alright, and so now we need to explore this one down here. And then after that, we'll have everything... Ooh, there's something else on this planet. So we need to continue to survey this until we find what's on that planet. That might be what you do. 69% silicon. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Is silicon really a problem? 69% is worth putting a mining station on, in my eyes. We don't really have that high of a demand for silicon. So building a dedicated mining station for silicon won't really be that useful, I don't think. Alright. And now I want you to come over here and continue exploring this planet. While the normal prize, once you get done exploring this, we're going to get you some fuel and get you exploring the next system. It's going to take a while for him to get there, but it's going to take a while for the next hyperspace technology to get done, so we might as well do it at slow speed. And hey, the Calsto is under construction! Hooray! Hey! Cool, we now have deflectors. We're gonna not go at research armor plating. Armor plating is useful for combat, but it's not really useful this early in the game. Deflector is more useful just to make sure that we don't get invaded by bombers. Stable warp fields is gonna take 9 years. I think instead, that one's only going to take 5 years. We're going to need this in order to take over that planet, because this allows us to build, it gives us the blueprint to build small colony ships, medium mining ships. And that's also interesting. We can have bigger mining ships too. Small passenger ships and small fuel tankers. That would be nice. I also need... If I build that. Oh yeah, basic space commerce will allow us to have additional income on our main planet. Where's the one for... Here we go, basic recreational systems. This allows us to build, we could put this on our main station, but this also allows us to build resort areas to get more population, or more income. Although that's not really useful since we only have one planet. I need the thing for colonizing, because this allows us to have the ship to colonize, or the chassis, but we also need the planetary colonization. There it is, basic colonization. Oh, we have to do expanded civilian ships first. Okay. Before we do this. So this means it's gonna be a while before we get colonization. Alright. Maybe working on getting things that are better research wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, because stable warp fields is going to take 9 years. That's a long time to just wait for hyperdrives to get done. How much do you cost? 2.6. 2.6. Yeah, this gives us a 30% improvement to trade. That's quite a bit. And we could put this on our space station in order to increase our income on our main planet. Let's see, I really do want that second civilization, to add that to my collection. It's gonna be quite some time before they're really ready to explore, because of how low their population is. So instead, let's focus a little bit on our economy. Let's get basic space commerce done first. Medical systems wouldn't be too bad, in case diseases and stuff pop up. We'll be able to counter that. Let's get that. Basic recreational systems, because we can also put this on our main station. This will help improve happiness, which will allow us to improve taxes a little bit more. That'll be 5 years. Oh, and this will be 3 years. Yeah, we're gonna have to focus heavily on research. This will increase our understanding of the Xenox people by 2. We need 8 to get the mid-tier trading. But honestly, we're... I'd say let's get those 2 done. Let's see where we are after those 2 are completed. That's going to take 5 years. That's 11 years. Yeah, let's see where we are once we get basic space commerce and basic recreational systems done. But now that we have deflectors, we can go ahead and start designing our ships and upgrading them to have basic deflectors. Oop, not edit. That's the wrong one. We want to upgrade. So, let's go ahead and put... it's a defensive weapon. Deflection shields. And I think for research stations, we're going to put 2 of them on. What's this put us up to? We have 144 shields and 225 hull. Yeah, let's put 2 of these on. So we have a little bit more shields and then other than hull. We have recharge rate of 1.5. Shield recharge uses 4. Damage reduction 3%. At 3%, I think that's from the hull. Yeah. And we have 1 ion defense. We're very vulnerable to ion attacks. And energy usage is above our minimum. So we might want to put another space reactor on. There we go. So I wonder if mining ships are supposed to be used for ships outside the Empire. They're too dangerous to have mining stations and stuff built. Because we do have access to these resources. They're just access from mining ships. Interesting. But yeah, here we go. That is the upgrade to the Calsto. It will now have deflector shields on. And light corvettes. Let's go ahead and put a deflector on you. And I don't think there's anything else that we really need. What exactly do you require? Just energy, honestly. Cool. You just consume energy. You do add weight to the ship, though, don't you? Yeah, I think because of the size. So the movement drops a little bit. So we have 144 shields with a hull strength of 125. Nice. Light corvette has been saved. Recon. Oh, your static usage is just a little bit too high. Hyperdrive energy requirements combined with static energy requirements are higher than reactor energy output. Hyperspace speed will be scaled down. So if we slow, its speed won't be at 100%. Oh, maybe that's why some of my ships don't go at at the speed they're supposed to go. Okay. So that means we need another basic space reactor. Oh. And by doing that, we now need more crew. Oh god. There we go. Now what's your problem? Greater than the whole. Okay. You're an exploration vessel. I want you to have 3 fuel tanks. I mean, it's only a very slightly overuse of 0.3, and only while I'm in hyperdrive. So that will be fine. We just might have to start upgrading our reactors to handle everything. Okay. That is fine. Oh, we don't have our energy collector on. Boop. There we go. Boop. Alright, resource collector. Oh, yeah, you're over too. We might not add... Well, you're a mining ship. You need to have this to have protection from your enemies. I don't know what to add to you. We could downgrade you to a small mining engine instead of a large one. Which that would be fine. And now we need to add another reactor. Your top speed is only 37. You're so slow. Oh my god. Need to get you a bigger chassis. But then again, all you need to do is just escape if something goes wrong. You don't really need a weapon to defend yourself. And as long as the deflection field generator stays online, you won't be boarded. Okay. So there we go. And a resource controller. You need 2 deflectors. And now you are way too big. Let's get rid of... I can get rid of 2 of your torpedo launchers. And you have the large mining... Yeah, I think we're going to have the mining ships be small and the mining stations be large. I feel like that's a good play. And resource controller, you have your shields. And we don't have... Yeah, we don't have room for another reactor. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, we can get rid of one of these. And how big is the reactor? 23? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. That's just gonna have to do. External component bays should be completely filled before using internal. Oh, really? Oh, okay. There you go. You happy? Considering adding commerce. I don't have that, and it's a mining station. I think that only affects the big ones. The main stations where you actually do trading. Okay. You're good. Salvage Corvette. Yep, need to add this to you, and after you're good. You had the power to handle your deflectors. Boop. And our shipyard. Let's go with 3. Or should we go with 4? It brings us up to 576 from 250 hull. I'd say let's stick with 3, because eventually we're going to put armor on, so I have to make sure I have room for that. And that puts us at 432 shields. That's still quite a bit of shields compared to hull, so that's good. And you have your construction yard. Don't have docking bays installed for some reason. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Reactor output inadequate. Alright, then we'll give you another reactor. How are we doing on static? We're fine. Okay. You only need 1. So cool. You are good. And now worker. Wow, you won. And you're good. I forgot what the worker actually is. Oh, it builds things. Darky dark. Okay. There we go. Everything is good to go now. So that means everything is going to come back to get retrofitted, get their stuff built up. And now we are researching commerce. Cool. %, industrial research is what we get from this. Okay, have to keep that in mind. Hey, the hole in the cow stove is complete. Also, where is our where is the Norma prize? You're still down here surveying? Or you haven't even started your survey. He's getting close. Hey. Sensors are online. Actually, weapons are online. First weapon's online, I should say. Second weapon is online. This is one of my favorite things. I just love watching these ships just slowly build and get themselves online. And this becomes really, really fascinating in the future when we're able to build really large stations and large battle stations. All weapons are currently online. Nice. Yee. Must be building the research thing next. And how are we doing on our diplomacy? Boop, boop, boop. Not too bad. The +2 is already expired. Too cool. And we're almost near the end of the year again, so we'll go ahead and send them another one at the end of this year. Hey. Cool. Is the research actually available? Nope, hasn't. The research module itself hasn't been constructed. But the hangar is built. One of the general modules is completed. I want to see how much this goes up by once it's completed. 14. That is a big jump in research. That brings us down to 1.5 years. Yay! So yeah, we definitely need to start exploring other systems and finding areas for research stations to build, so we can get our research level higher. Cool. This is so cool. And how are our ships looking with their improvements? You don't have your improvements yet. And neither do you. You're still being retrofitted. Everything is coming in to be retrofitted. Uh-huh. The Dire Ruse. It's got their shields on now. Cool! Cool, cool, cool. And as soon as you're built, we have to quickly retrofit you to get your shields on. Got mining ships coming down here to mine this station, which is hilarious. They'll probably stop once they realize that there's a mining station here. Yay! Research station has been constructed. Constructing a research station gives a huge boost to our research efforts, allowing us to achieve technology breakthroughs faster. Stationing suitable scientists at Duro Station will improve our research even more. It's not called the Duro Station, it's called the Cow Stow. Get it right. Where are you? Yay! So now we have 2 of our scientists on board this. We have one that improves our troop research, our hyperdrive research, which is good, and our shields research. Another one that improves shields research even more, and high-tech research. This tells me that we're probably going to be specializing in shields. Let's see, where are we right now on that? Oh, we only have +7%. Never mind. The highest one we have is high tech. Part of that is from our leader and from our technology government. I do love how they do the research, how it all like stacks on top of each other. Like this one, I think we got 36% research speed bonus. I don't know what from what, but we do have that. Because also every time we complete a research, it gives us a little bit boost to the next research for the entire tier, which is really cool. But you, retrofit. So do you have shields? I think the only thing it's going to do is add another reactor and add some shields to it. There it goes. Shields are online. First shield generator is online. And come on. And second one is online. And now it just needs to build the extra reactors. So cool. So flippin' cool. Here we go. Extra storage for the reactor has been completed. And now the actual reactor itself will soon be completed too. There it goes. And we're supposed to. Oh, the Callisto is the name of the research station or the research ship. The ship itself isn't called the Callisto, or the blueprint, I should say. Okay, cool. Pretty happy with the progress we've had in this episode. So normal prize. Your next task is to come up here and retrofit. Refuel and retrofit. Actually, I'm just going to tell you the retrofit. And then we're going to do the same thing with our other one. Our other explorer. I'll tell you to go ahead and retrofit. And then after that, in the next episode, oh, you're still trying to figure this one out. Okay, so next episode, we're going to build another explorer, and we're going to have the explorer just focus on this until he figures out what's on this planet, and then he's going to explore his own solar system. Your normal prize is going to explore their own, and the centrifuge are going to explore their own as well, because we have a couple systems around us, and we're going to start reaching out into the stars. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to figure out what we explore or figure out what we discover, and hopefully we find some good resources that we can start. I was going to say exploiting. Not the right word. So we can start bringing back to our planet and to continue growing Atlantis. We have 64% development right now on Atlantis. We were able to increase our taxes up to 17% because we are a little bit happier. And we are now producing $7,200 for our taxes, but we are producing a total of $56,000 on Atlantis, which is really, really cool. And if we go to our, I think it's funding levels. Yeah, let's see where we're currently at. Everything is still being paid. We still have an unused access of $830. So we can start building more explorers and more mining ships and stuff like that, and help our stuff grow at a pretty nice pace. And we definitely need to find more stations to get more research going, because that's kind of our big thing right now. I think we're falling a little bit behind on research just because of how long it's been taking, but I also made it to where research takes a long time because this galaxy is gigantic, and so I wanted it to purposely take a long time, so I had to make my decisions more tactically. I always enjoy doing that type of stuff in these games. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you enjoy this. If you do, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Faker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated.